SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Stafford here. And incomplete to open things up.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Nine yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return is Brandon Powell. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass. Tamp things down a little bit.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. And even 30 yards for Cam Akers. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. To throw is Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Screen pass to Connor. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Seven, 7, our score after one. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Steps away, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. Prater's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Flushed out right. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ertz it left side. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Now they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Excellent work by Marcus Golden shooting into the backfield for the stop. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Stafford. Flush to his right. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. But when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 46 yards. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. L.A. readies for its next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A quick pass to Cup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Akers. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll run for it with Akers. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 21-17. Exactly 1 minute remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murray. Gets this to Moore. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Murray to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Murray. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Prater for the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So now it's the Rams' turn, trailing by a field goal. 20 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Into the hands of Beckham. And he is out of bounds with a 1st down. A nice gain as well. 22 yards there.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.